And good morning, everyone. Welcome back to NeelyFX. My name is Michael Neely, and this is the channel where I talk about foreign exchange trading, prop firm trading, building expert advisors and indicators for the MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 platforms, and also just in general, becoming a better trader. And I share that with you, and then you can become a better trader if you're paying attention. If you're not paying attention, well, then there are a lot of other things to do, and I hope that works out for you. But, with that, let's go ahead and get into what we can do today as far as trading goes. First, let's talk about what happens if you can lose money in trading. You can lose money in trading. We're going to talk about that right now. These are the risks, and you need to know about them. This channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute trading or financial advice. I'm a professional trader, not a broker, trading my own capital. I do not solicit funds, manage client accounts, nor do I hold CFTC or NFA registration at this time. I have held NFA registration in the past, about 20 years ago. Forex trading is highly speculative with a high risk of losing some or all of your investment capital. Only trade with funds you can comfortably afford to lose. And here's the CFTC risk disclosure. Forex trading carries a high degree of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. The high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. Before trading Forex, consider your investment objectives, experience, and risk appetite. You could sustain a loss of some or all of your investment capital. So with that, first, let's go ahead and guess we'll talk about me some more. Here we are. Let's see. We have the MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5 EAs that I have on working right now. I've got several being researched right now. There's several that are still researching right now, researching markets and still looking for the making sure they work basically before I upload them. These work. It's the MetaTrader. It's the multi-time frame confluence dashboard for MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 right underneath it, right here. And then here we have the Bollinger Band and RSI Mean Reversion Pro for MetaTrader 5 and MetaTrader 4. Both of these work. They don't trade as much as I'd like for them to. I need to actually take some time and kind of tweak those a little bit and see if I can find some settings that work out better on those. And also the Fibonacci continuation zones, which is a fun little indicator that'll show you exactly where the pullback range is right after a push, right after a quote-unquote pump, as the crypto bros like to call it. I don't like to call it a pump because I've actually been a broker before, and that is illegal. So we're not going to talk about that. Let's see. It is almost impossible to pump Forex because it is $1 trillion. The markets are $1 trillion every day. Exchanges on the Forex market. So if you've got $50 and you're throwing it at the euro versus the dollar, there's no way you're going to pump it because there are $1 trillion against you. All right, enough of that said. Let's come back and go over here to the, I guess we'll come over here and look at my prop firm exchange, prop firm trade thing that I've got going on right now. That's, I can probably take that trade out. That one's not working. It was an emergency crash trade that I had in there for FXify. Something that I've learned is that FXify does not honor accounts in the United States because it is CFD based, and CFDs are illegal in the United States ever since the Dodd-Frank bill was passed in 2008, 8-ish, 9, I think 8. And that's before I ever had my first live account. So with that, this is just kind of a fun little thing I'm doing right now just to see if I can pass it, but then my reward is going to be nothing. But I'm not going to be trading any trades that are not real trades, so we're not going to do that. Today, let's see if we're going to find anything to trade. Let's talk about trading forexforprofit.com. This is my website. This is where you can start for free. It's a start for free right there. So start for free right there. Or you can log in like a cool kid like I do right here, because I've already started for free, because I wish I started for free. It's not free for me because I built it. So I get to pay all the bills. But at any rate, this is where you can come in, and which is fun anyway. It's not that expensive. Well, never mind. I'm not going to go into that. At any rate, here we have this right here. We're going to test a feature right now. Here we have been talking about the May Traders Cup Prop Firm Challenge that is done. So let's see if we can archive that now. Set to archive, yes, and then the account goes to archived accounts. Yay! And then we have the live accounts here that we've got set up. Isn't that cool? So that works. Yay, I'm very happy to see that. After that, we're going to come over here to the journal. This is the main product right here, where you can You can set up your journal right here. Start with a planned trade because you always plan your trades. Always plan your trades. Then you also have your strategies down here. I also have one right here called Impulse. No strategy, just see an opportunity and jumped in to be avoided. And then we have Market Pulse, Economic Indicator, Pairs. I'll get to those two in just a second. And billing, yes, you can start for free. And it's free forever for one account. You never need to upgrade or anything. That'll be the same until something weird happens. But I don't see any reason why you can't do that. But that's what we have here. And with that in mind, so I highly recommend starting for free. I'm building in more features and more news and more educational information with it every day. Matter of fact, as soon as this video is over, I'm going to load some more. So with that, let's go ahead and get into Market Pulse and see what's going on today. This is the Market Pulse. This is our, you can also join our new Telegram thing right here. Yes, it's real. No, I'm not going to scam you. But this is the, we're at 56% risk off today, so it's not a whole lot going on today. The pound is on top. British pound is on top, followed by the US dollar, followed by the Swissy, and then under here we have the yen, the Aussie, and the Pacific Rim, and the Canadian way down there. So might give you an idea of what to do with the US Canadian today. Might be a good time to get in on that. So with that, let's go ahead and come over here. As you can tell, I've been looking at the US Canadian. See what happens next. But we're not going to start there. We're going to start way up here at Bitcoin. That's where we start because it's why not? That's good enough starting place. And what I am looking at right now is a big price rejection right at the 80,000 mark. Bitcoin does not want to go any higher than that. We do have the Bollinger Band to trade above the Bollinger Band, and now it's starting to pull back to 80,745. Why? I don't know. Bitcoin is one of those things that it hasn't been trading long enough to actually for me to actually get my mind around the fundamentals of how it works. However, it does trade in tandem with gold sometimes as an anti-fiat currency trade. But with that, it looks like a big price rejection at 80,000. Let's move on. After that, let's move on to something I do know something about. Bond yields. We have bond yields right here, 4.668, still high, but coming off of the highs. The Japanese 10-year is going up, which is not necessarily the right direction. It's up to 2.89, but still not burning down the barn or anything, but just kind of drifting up to 2.89. 3% is going to be the point where I think all hell is going to break loose, and we'll see what happens when that happens. And then let's go ahead and look at the carry trade right here. We have the, ta-da, all three. We have the British pound, the US dollar, and the Japanese 10-year right here. So the carry trade, as you can see, is getting narrower between these two and this one. But it's still alive and well. So there is still a carry trade aspect going on. I don't know that I would for how much longer, as the BOJ is interested in raising rates probably soon. I didn't go over the calendar, did I? I can do that now if you want. I'm about done with that one. Calendar, let's see what's going on today. Conference Board Consumer Confidence is coming out today, so that ought to be fun. And then later on tonight, I'll show you the information, and that's about all for today. If you'd like to see more of this, then go to the economic calendar at tradingforexforprofit.com, and that'll tell you more. So not a whole lot of news coming up today, not a lot of vital news. I skipped the soft news because I don't think it's important. But anyway, that's me. Let's see, euro versus pound right here. I'm going to put something on there so you can see all three categories: high impact, low impact, and medium impact news. Oh well. Euro versus the pound right here, 85.50. Not a whole lot going on there. Just kind of the pound is still on top of the euro, as we saw on the market pulse. Right here, we have the DXY. Finally broke 99, but it's got a long mountain to climb to get back up to here to 101. And I don't know that we're going to see that. We should start seeing that drifting lower as the Fed starts buying more 30-year bonds. And as the Fed starts buying 30-year bonds, its balance sheet gets bloated and gold will go up. So that's what's going on with that. At least that's the fundamentals. That's not trading advice. That is speculation on my part. And my opinion, do not take it as trading advice. Here we have the euro versus the dollar, 166.60, drifting lower, but not really any fun direction on that one. Pound versus the dollar, again, 136.35, drifting lower, or just drifting. It's just drifting along. 4 pips up, not a whole lot to talk about. Yet, dollar versus the Swissy. After the futures markets opens at around 9:30 New York time, that's when you should start seeing some activity of some sort. But I'm not sure if it's tradable or not. Dollar versus the Swissy, drifting up a little bit, 6 pips. Now again, not a whole lot to talk about. Yen pairs, dollar versus the yen, up 19 pips. Pound versus the yen, up 32 pips. So it's showing some direction, but not really enough. And I don't like the long wick on that candle. It seems to be correlating with this spot here, but there is room to move, as you can see with this great big candle right there. So could run higher. I know on my other chart there was 32 and indicating all. Oh, whoops, here we go. Japan week ahead. Market seek hints from BOJ deputy governor. These guys do not tell anybody what they're going to do. They hold their cards very close to their chest. Euro versus the yen. Again, drifting up 16 cents. That means traders are getting antsy. Canadian versus the yen. It often correlates to the oil trade, and look at that. Look at what I see. Woo! Canadian versus the yen is off, and this is correlating to the oil trade today. Doesn't always, but sometimes it does. Aussie versus the yen, right here, 113.90. Again, just kind of drifting around, 14 pips. And here we have crude oil, NYMEX crude oil coming off a whole 3% today, so that's awesome. NYMEX crude oil is off 3%, down to $82 a barrel. Would like to see it around $60 a barrel, but that's okay. We'll take whatever we can get right now. That means world inflation fears may be coming off, and that's the reason why the bonds are in a sell-off, except for Japan. Dollar versus the CAD, which is another way that the carry trade could erode if the Western world, the British and the US 10 come down, and the Japanese 10-year stays the same. That's another indication that could happen. So we have the UCAD right here at 138.58. I'm kind of curiously watching this because during our trade war with Canada, that's all going to be interesting. It's not my trade war, don't get me wrong, but it's a lot of jamming between Carney and Trump and stuff. And he was really kidding about making Canada 51st state. We'll take Alberta if they take Minnesota, but hey. Here we are. We have the Aussie versus the dollar right here. Just my opinion. 71.52. Again, drifting up 1 pip. Not enough to trade. Not even enough to think about. Gold. Let's take a look at precious metals. Off $13. So gold comes off. Oil comes off. Gold comes off. So that's a good sign that we could see weaker inflation going on. Palladium off $32. Platinum off $36. Silver off $1. So it's good to see that coming off. I own a lot of silver, but not a lot of silver, but I own enough to make me happy. I'd like to get some more though. That's silver. Then after that, we have the, let's talk about the IGV. See what happened on the IGV yesterday. Nothing happened on that IGV. Looks like it was off $1. HubSpot was up $4, showing some life. Salesforce was off 11 cents. Not really a whole lot to talk about there. Intuit off $3. GoDaddy off $3.45. Adobe off 0.90. Basically $1, but 276. That's still quite a run. Upwork. I'd just like to pull that one up. Not going anywhere. Okay, let's go into the Mag 7 real quick. The Mag 7, 67. 8 cents. Up for the ETFs, indication that they kind of balanced each other out. Google up 3 1/4. Amazon up almost 3 1/2. Apple up $1. Facebook looks like they're winning their lawsuit, maybe. This could go on for a long time too. They're saying that lawsuit could go on for a long time. 559 is where it is. Ooh, it was as high as 670 at one point. Look at that. It's all over the place. Microsoft up $4. Meta was up 10, almost $9, or a little over $9, by the way. Nvidia off about $6. Tesla off 14. SPCX off 135. And the IVD 50 right there. If you like to ETFs, that would be might be a fun one to get into at off a nickel. So with that, that is all I've got for today. If you guys like this video, then hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more of these videos, then subscribe to the channel. And lastly, if you, what is it? If, oh yeah, if you want to talk to me directly, hit me up in the comment section and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. In the meantime, you guys have a great one. Talk to you later. Bye.